today we're going to go with bits and headstalls and reins, and I'll show you all the pieces and parts that go to them and try to explain what they do and how they affect your horse. So this first bit, I usually start my horses in a halter when I start riding them. I ride them in a halter and then I go to the snaffle, which is this one. And this is a nice little weighted snaffle. This is a Tom Balding bit. They're in my estimation, the best bits ever. Excuse me. My allergies are trying to kick my butt today. Spring has sprung here in Awanga and it's doing its number on me. Anyway, these are the cheek pieces that go to the headstall. This is what's called a snaffle headstall. So this is your cheek piece. This is what connects the headstall to the bit. This is your brow band. This keeps the whole bridle from sliding back and becoming a necklace on your horse. This is your throat latch. That keeps it from falling off of their head, like if they put their head down or they shake or something like that. This keeps them from losing the whole headstall. These are your reins. These are what's called slobber straps. And these reins have a get down rope on them so that when I get down, I don't have to have a halter on my horse. I just have this I can hold on to. It's connected to the reins. So this is an Argentine snaffle. This is sometimes what I'll go to after the snaffle. Depends on the horse. Again, here's your cheek pieces and brow band, throat latch. This has a chin strap because it needs leverage. Sometimes it uses leverage. That's what these shanks are for. You pull back and it gives you a little bit of leverage in their mouth. Not much, but sometimes just enough. These are nice little bits. I like these Argentines. This is a reinsman. Needs to be washed. And here's a smaller, lighter snaffle than the other one there. This one's also a Balding bit. Here's your cheek pieces. This is the same headstall as this one. I really prefer the brow band headstalls. I don't like the one ears because I feel like they're easy to lose. So those are snaffles, and the headstalls, they go on. These are what they call roping reins. They're just one continuous loop, which is pretty handy if you tend to drop your reins. Then they just end up on the horse's neck. These are split reins. These attach to the bit and then go to either side of the horse's neck. And you can tie these if you want to, if you don't want to drop them. But there's a way that you hold those reins that really makes tying a knot in them problematic. So that's snaffles. And this is Alcyone's bit. This little corded bit right here. That's supposed to spin, but it's not. It's different because it's for a mule. They work off a lot of nose pressure, and I'm learning a lot of interesting stuff having Alcyone. But that's her headstall. Type of bit, bitless, whatever you want to call it. This is a hackamore. This whole thing is a hackamore. This is a bosal. This goes across the nose. Here's your brow band, your cheek pieces, just like on the other ones, and your throat latch. Keeps it from being torn off of the head or shaken off the head. These have Makati reins. They're made out of horsehair, so they're real soft and supple. And you can also use the horsehair throat latch on these if you prefer. It's convertible. And these are Ramal reins, however you want to say it. These are made out of rawhide, and these are 60 button, which is, it's a good thing. And they're very soft. These are rawhide. I've had others I've felt that were made out of kangaroo hide that were really nice. So those are couple different types of reins and communication device, I guess you could call them. These are also made out of rawhide and horsehair. So bits. Yeah, bits. They're pretty controversial. Some people don't use them. Some people swear by them. And to tell you the truth, it's all in the hands of the rider. If you've got heavy hands and you're jerking on your horse, you're going to have a problem. So let's look at the different types of curb bits that I have. And I can kind of give you an idea what they're for. This is a medium port. It's also got wire wrap on the mouthpiece to help them salivate a little more. With an S shank. This one's got a lot of leverage to it. This one as well. This is what they call a spoon, what we call a spoon bit. And you can see why it's called a spoon. It kind of looks kind of flat on the backside. And it's got like more of a straight shank to it. That one you'd have to be really careful with. Here's another spoon with an S shank. These are nice bits. These are all, this is a Pollard, handmade. I don't know what this one is. It's pretty old. So there's no maker's mark on it, but it's a nice bit. Here's some corrections. You can see the difference in the tongue relief in between the port. A lot different. But these corrections, depending on how you use them, they can be pretty severe as well. That's got what they call a Lightning 7 shank, and this one's just an S shank. So those are some of the port bits that I have that I've used in the past. I don't use them too much anymore. But yeah, that's port bits. If you have any questions about any other type of bit, let me know. Drop a comment below and I will get to it and see what I can tell you. Okay, we're going to try this again. I've been trying to get a good video of... Hi, Allie. Been trying to get a good video. Hi, Edwina. Video of bridling, and it's hard because I'm doing this by myself and I'm having a hard time getting the right shots that I want. So we're going to try this again. Come here, Moon Moon. And you have beat up this fly mask, or is that your sister when you're out in the pasture? Come here, sweet thing. Look at your dew. Come on. Let's fix that. That's better. I don't want Moon looking like a Poindexter. Oh, there's Walter. Hey, Walter. Please don't make the horse jump like you did last time. Okay, come on, little girl. Jot, Walt. She's not going anywhere, little girl. You're okay. Good girl. Okay. Are you grumpy? Are you grumpy? Don't be grumpy. We'll have to listen to the bulldozers scraping the road. Whoa. to clean that last time, obviously. We'll just give her a quick brush off, and just because it's habit. When I'm brushing it, check for any injuries or spots that need attention. If you're wondering why I don't use this cross tie, which I really like, it's because when horses are tied, they tend to want to be able to see around them. So when they're in the cross tie the other way, they're always turned sideways. And I figured, well, if you're going to turn sideways, then I'll put you in the direction that makes it easiest for me. So that's why I put in these cross ties. When we first moved in, Walter, there was a hitching post there, and I immediately donated that to the HOA horse group. And it now resides at the HOA arena, which is a good spot for it because I hate hitching posts. Okay, that was just a quick brush so I can show you how to get this bridle on before it gets too hot. We don't want that one, we want... Well, this one might be easier to show because you don't need to know how to put the reins over their head. That's pretty obvious. So we'll do this one. There's no hobble on this one, but that's okay. We're not going to ride today. So, the other one, the other snaffle has Makati reins on it, which has a get down rope. This one doesn't, so I'll show you how to do this without. I'm going to leave the halter on because it has the rope. So, hopefully you can see this. This is how I hold my bit when I go to bit up my horse. That way I can stick this thumb in the corner of her mouth and have her open her mouth and slide the bit in there. Well, hopefully without bumping the teeth, but that didn't happen. And you always do the off ear first and then the near ear. And be kind when you do this. I've seen people just wrestle their ears through and just be generally a jerk about it. Get your head up, sweetheart. And then put your throat latch on just a little bit, just so that the bridle can't fall off. You don't want to choke them with it. Get your head up. And she's got a good wrinkle. That's good. Some people go for 2. I don't usually. It depends on the horse's mouth too. If they have a real shallow mouth, sometimes you might not get any wrinkle. But that's how to bridle with a snaffle. Hopefully we got all that. And she puts her head down naturally. She's got a really nice natural headset, even when she's riding. So that's why her head is down. I don't see any issues. She just had her teeth done, so I think she's just mouthing it because she hasn't had the snaffle in her mouth for so long. When I drive her, I use a different type of bit It's called a Liverpool, and it's just a straight mouth. So she's probably like, what the heck is this? But this is what I start. Well, I start my horses in a halter. I start riding them in a halter, and then I move to the snaffle. And then from there it depends. And then from there it depends on how they do in the snaffle. Sometimes we have to start over. Sometimes we can go on to the next thing. But anyway, that's bridling. And then when you take it off, you undo the throat latch first, lift up a little bit, and then go over the ears gently and let her spit the bit. Let your horse spit the bit. Don't let it drop. Because when you bump their teeth like that, it really hurts. So they don't like to be bridled again after that if you're going to keep bumping their teeth. That's how a lot of people find that they have problems bridling, because they've bumped the teeth so much that the horse is looking out for it. So that's the snaffle. I don't want to show you how to bridle with a curb bit because I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. If you're a beginner, I think this is the best place to start with a snaffle. Or you can use a hackamore. And that's pretty self-explanatory. It goes over their nose. So that's bridling with a snaffle. I hope we got all that. I should spray her while I've got her out. This is my homemade fly spray. I think I mentioned it in a segment before. But I always felt like I was poisoning my horses, so I looked for a natural alternative. And so far, this works great. I only have to spray it on them once, maybe twice. I don't like to do more than that because it's got apple cider vinegar in it. Don't spray their eyes. Be nice. Put it on your hand and then wipe their eye, over their eye. Good girl. Her mom used to get ventral midline dermatitis real bad. So I always had to spray her belly a lot. She had fly allergy, I guess. And it just got really bad. But luckily, Moon doesn't have that problem. And I'm going to get this goop out of your eye without using the hand that I just rubbed your eye with fly spray. Got it. Okay, you want to go finish your breakfast? Yeah, come on. No, we'll go do something later. Hi, girls. Cleo. Move your big booty. Thank you. excuse my sniffing and coughing. Spring has sprung here in Awanga and my allergies are kicking up, so I sound like a cokehead. I'm not. Open your mouth. Good girl. I don't know why I gave you one. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Good girl. Let's put your mask back on. Edwina. Oh. Come here, sweetness. Let's put this on. Come on. Ooh, that was a tough day, huh, Moon? Edwina. Edwina. What? So as far as that fly spray goes, I gotta do Alcyone. This is what you need. I'll put a link to the PDF below. But this is what you need. And that's it. Pretty easy on a spray bottle. So pretty easy. And so far it works like a charm. I think I might have to get Alcyone, an allergy shot when the vet comes next month. Because I think that might help with the fly allergy. She just gets all itchy. Of course, I've heard that donkeys have issues with flies. So Alcyone being half donkey. We don't say that too loud. You're okay. I think maybe she inherited that part. No, come here. Hey, where do you think you're going? You're not leaving. She's got a few little sores on there. They're not open though, they're old. And the flies don't do that. She does that. The flies get down there and start bugging her, and she uses her teeth to scratch her legs. And that's what causes the sores. So I'm hoping maybe a shot of Kenalog might help. Anyway, I hope that helped with bridling. I know some people have a problem getting the bit in horse's mouth, and the way I was holding it, hopefully that shows you how to help that so you don't bump their teeth. You want your mask, Miss Allie? Flies are bad already early this year. Come here, sweet thing. I don't want to spray you again because I sprayed you this morning already. I like these Rambo masks, but I kind of had to modify this one for Allie because ears. There you go, sweet thing. So they don't make one with long enough ears, but I like how it comes off of their eyes. No, you're not going anywhere, sweetheart. Back up. Back up. Back up. Good girl. This is a fly spray that I make for them. I got tired of putting poison on them. I used to use a really high-powered fly spray with a yellow label. And I felt like I was just pouring poison on them. So I will put a link down at the bottom for a copy of the recipe for that fly spray. It's really easy to make. There she is. Hey, thanks for riding along today while we explored bits and bridles and headstalls and reins and all that. If you'd really like me to dig deeper onto any of those bits, let me know in a comment below. And I'll get to it. I read every comment. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you on the next one. So I almost forgot, but Alcyone reminded me. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hug your horse or your mule.